ADW, Second Annual Gauntlet Night of 2022 event by Colton Dennis. The crowd is cheering. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Second Annual Gauntlet Night, where tonight all four Hatred Slam champions will defend their titles in gauntlet matches, said announce number 1. And not just any gauntlet matches. They'll have different stipulations. We could have ladder matches, demonic cell matches, table matches. Who knows what else? It's very exciting, said announcer number 2. Well, instead of talking about it, I say we should get our matches started, said announcer number 1. Oh, I'm so ready, said announcer number 2. Beldings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is the first round of the XX Championship Gauntlet match, and is a ladder match. Introducing the challengers first, Succubus and her opponent, Harpy, said announce number 3. Beldings. Both Harpy and Succubus go through the middle rope, grab 2 ladders, slide them into the ring, stand up, pick them up, then look at each other. Succubus lifts her ladder over her head. Both Harpy and Succubus throw their ladders at each other. They fall onto the mat, then they groan. Man, I've never seen 2 people throw ladders at each other, said announcer number 1. Both Harpy and Succubus are slowly standing up. Succubus grabs the ladder. Harpy grabs the opposite side of the ladder. Both Harpy and Succubus are staring at each other again, then stand up. Both Harpy and Succubus are fighting over the ladder, said announce number 2. Both Harpy and Succubus are pulling onto the ladder. Harpy stops, pushes the ladder into Succubus's stomach, then pushes her into the corner. Succubus groans. Harpy pulls the ladder out, then pushes it back into Succubus's stomach again. Succubus groans again. That ladder is going right into Succubus's stomach, said announcer number 1. Harpy pulls the ladder out from Succubus. Succubus falls onto the mat. Harpy sets the ladder up, then starts climbing it. Will Harpy advance to the next match? Asked announcer number 2. Harpy gets to the top of the ladder, then reaches for the title. Succubus stands up, then grabs the ladder. Harpy looks down at Succubus, then shakes her head. Succubus pushes the ladder. Harpy falls off of the ladder, then gets hung off the top rope. Oh, Harpy just got hung up onto the top rope. And Succubus saved the match for herself as well, said announce number 1. Succubus picks the ladder up, then sets it up. Why not use the ladder that's leaning against the ropes? Asked announcer number 2. Maybe Succubus wants to use the ladder she brought into the match, said announcer number 1. Succubus climbs up the ladder. Succubus is gonna advance to the next match, said announcer number 2. Succubus gets to the top of the ladder, then reaches for the title. Succubus isn't close enough. The leaning ladder's in the way, said announcer number 1. Harpy slowly stands up, grabs the leaning ladder, sets it up, then climbs it. Succubus continues reaching for the title. Harpy gets to the top of her ladder, then punches Succubus. Succubus groans. Harpy grabs Succubus's head, then bounces it off the top of the ladder. Succubus groans. Harpy sets Succubus up for a suplex. No, not a suplex. From the top of the ladder. This could end your career, or maybe even worse, said announcer number 2. Harpy tries to suplex Succubus. Succubus blocks the suplex. Harpy tries to suplex Succubus again. Succubus blocks the suplex again, then punches Harpy's left side. Harpy is groaning. Succubus looks behind her, sets Harpy up, then suplexes her off the ladder. Both Harpy and Succubus land onto the mat, then groan. Dear Lord, Succubus just suplexed Harpy off the ladder, said announcer number 1. I hope they're all right, said announcer number 2. Both Harpy and Succubus are slowly standing up. Harpy leans against the ropes. Succubus approaches Harpy. Harpy lifts Succubus over the top rope. Succubus lands onto the floor, then she groans. Oh! Harpy sends Succubus over the top rope, said announcer number 1. I don't know how Harpy's on her feet after that suplex, said announcer number 2. Me either, said announcer number 1. Harpy continues leaning against the ropes, looks up at the title, then goes to walk. Succubus stands up outside of the ring, grabs Harpy's leg, then pulls her out of it. Both Harpy and Succubus continuously punch each other. Now it's turning into a fist fight, said announcer number 2. Harpy knees Succubus's stomach. Succubus groans. Harpy bounces Succubus's head off the steel stairs. Succubus groans, then falls onto the floor. Harpy slides into the ring, stands up, fixes the ladder, then starts climbing up it. Harpy's gonna grab the title, said announcer number 1. Harpy gets to the top of the ladder, then reaches for the title. Succubus slides into the ring, stands up, climbs up the second ladder, then hits Harpy's back. Harpy groans. Succubus bounces Harpy's head off the top of the ladder. Harpy groans. Succubus grabs Harpy's head, then sets her up for a neck breaker. No, not a neck breaker from the top of the ladder too, said announcer number 2. Succubus jumps off of the ladder, then goes for a neck breaker. Harpy holds onto the top of the ladder. Succubus lands onto the mat, then she groans. Harpy held onto the ladder. And Succubus just jumped off by herself, said announcer number 1. Harpy looks down at Succubus, up at title, steps up a rung, reaches for it, then unhooks it. Bell dings. Here's your winner of the first round, Harpy, said announcer number 3. Harpy wins the first round. Who's coming out next? Asked announcer number 2. Harpy climbs down the ladder. Music is playing. Gem runs down the ramp, then slides into the ring. Bell dings. This match is the second round of the XX Championship Gauntlet match, and is a tables match. Introducing the challengers first, Harpy and her opponent Gem, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. Gem runs at Harpy, then starts punching her. Harpy is groaning. Gem is taking straight to Harpy, said announcer number 1. Well, like you always say. And quat, better end the match quickly, before your next opponent comes out. And quat, said announcer number 2. That's true, said announcer number 1. Gem continuously punching Harpy. Harpy continuously groaning. Gem picks Harpy up, bounces her off the ropes, runs, then knees her stomach. Harpy groans. Gem bounces Harpy off of the ropes, runs, then knees her stomach again. Harpy groans, then falls onto her knees. Gem walks towards the ropes, goes through the middle of them, then grabs a table. Here comes the tables, said announcer number 2. Gem lifts the table onto the ledge of the ring. Harpy stands up, bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, runs, then drop kicks the table into Gem. Gem falls onto the floor, then she groans. What a smart move by Harpy, said announcer number 1. Harpy rolls outside of the ring, grabs Gem, then bounces her head off of the barricade. Gem groans. Harpy grabs a table, then sets it up against the barricade. Harpy has an idea, said announcer number 2. Harpy turns around, grabs Gem, then runs toward the leaning table. Gem puts her boot onto the leaning table, then punches Harpy's stomach. Harpy groans. Nice reversal by Gem, said announcer number 1. Gem grabs Harpy's head, bounces it off the barricade, then bounces it off the leaning table. Harpy groans. Gem continuously bounces Harpy's head off the leaning table. Harpy, continuously groaning, then goes limp. I think Harpy might be out, said announcer number 2. Gem walks away, turns around, sees Harpy leaning against the table, then runs at her. Harpy quickly moves. Gem stops in front of the table. Gem almost used her momentum and went through that table, said announcer number 1. Harpy would have advanced to the next match, said announcer number 2. Gem turns around. Harpy kicks Gem's stomach. Gem groans. Harpy lifts Gem onto her left shoulder, then runs towards the table. Gem is squirming, then lands onto her feet behind Harpy. Harpy staggers forward, then turns around. Gem kicks Harpy's stomach. Harpy groans. Gem grabs Harpy, goes to throw her into the ring. Quickly turns, then throws Harpy's into the leaning table. Harpy goes through the leaning table, then she groans. Bell dings. Here's your winner of the second round, Gem, said announcer number 3. Gem advances to the next match, said announcer number 1. Gem slides into the ring, then stands up. Music is playing. Mystriel appears walking down the ramp, walks up the steel stairs, then goes through the middle rope. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is the third round of the XX Championship Gauntlet match. Introducing the challengers first, Gem and her opponent, Mystriel, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. Gem walks towards Mystriel. Mystriel holds up her hand, walks around the ring, then waves. Number 1 hands a microphone to Mystriel. Listen, Gem. I understand you want to be the champion. I want to be the champion too. But the funny part is, I don't need to compete, because I have one thing you don't have. Mystriel walks, bends over, then picks up her contract. I have this contract. That tells me I could have an opportunity at any champion I want. At any time I feel like. So, how I see it, I don't need to compete. Not until I hand this contract over. So, I just wish you luck, Gem. Because, you're gonna need it, said Mystriel, handing the microphone to number 1. What does she mean by that? Asked announcer number 2. Mystriel lays onto the mat, then waves at Gem. Gem is staring at Mystriel. Come on, said Mystriel. Gem covers Mystriel. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 1. Bell dings. Here's your winner of the third round, Gem, said announcer number 3. Mystriel just gave up her opportunity, and now Gem has made it to the last round, said announcer number 2. Music is playing. Moxie runs down the ramp, slides into the ring, then stands up. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is the last round of the XX Championship Gauntlet match, and is an Extreme Rules match. Intruding the challengers first, Gem and her opponent, she is the XX champion, Moxie, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. Moxie runs at Gem, then does a jumping knee onto her. Gem falls into the corner. Moxie continuously punches Gem all over her body. Gem continuously groaning. Well, Moxie just came right out of the gate and started swinging, said announcer number 1. Moxie continues punching Gem. Gem continues groaning. Moxie whips Gem into the opposite corner. Gem groans. Moxie runs at Gem, then goes for a jumping knee. Gem moves. Moxie's right knee goes into the top turnbuckle. She groans, then falls onto the mat. Moxie just made her first mistake of the match, said announcer number 2. Gem continuously kicking Moxie. Moxie continuously groaning. Jem grabs Moxie's right leg, then does an elbow drop onto it. Moxie groans. Jem stands up, grabs Moxie's right leg, then does elbow drop onto it again. Moxie groans again. Jem wraps Moxie's leg between her legs. Moxie continues groaning. Moxie needs to find a way out of this, said announcer number 1. Jem tightens the submission. Moxie groans, raises her left leg, puts it over Jem's torso, pulls her onto the mat, then continuously swings it. Jem continuously groaning. Then breaks the leg lock. Nice way to break the leg lock, said announcer number 2. Both Jem and Moxie slowly stand up. Jem goes to grab Moxie. Moxie lifts Jem, runs, then ramps her into the corner. Jem groans. Moxie punches Jem's body. Jem is groaning. Moxie walks away, looks at Jem, runs at her, then does a jumping knee to her chest. Jem groans, falls onto the mat, then rolls outside of the ring. Moxie is holding onto the ropes, then slowly goes through the middle of them. Moxie has gotten the momentum back, said announcer number 1. Moxie is walking towards Jem, then goes to grab her. Jem swings a kendo stick. The kendo stick hits Moxie's right side. Moxie groans. Jem stands up, then swings the kendo stick again. The kendo stick hits Moxie's back. Moxie groans, then she limps away. Jem swings the kendo stick again. The kendo stick hits the back of Moxie's right leg. Moxie groans, falls onto the floor, then holds her right leg. That's the leg that went into the turnbuckle, said announcer number 2. And now is a bigger target, said announcer number 1. Jem continuously swings the kendo stick. The kendo stick continuously hits Moxie's body. Moxie continuously groaning. Jem throws the kendo stick, walks over, lifts the ring skirt, then pulls out a ladder. Oh, what does Jem have in mind with this? Asked announcer number 2. Jem places the ladder between the ring and the barricade. And quat. You suck, and quat, yelled audience member number 1. Shut up, said Jem, walking towards Moxie, grabs her, then lifts her onto her left shoulder. What does Jem have in mind? Asked announcer number 1. Jem walks towards the bridged ladder. Moxie is squirming, lands onto her feet behind Jem, then pushes her. Jem goes face first into the bridged ladder. Oh man, Jem just went face first into the ladder, said announcer number 2. Moxie still has some fight left in her, said announcer number 1. Moxie slowly stands, grabs the kendo stick, then approaches Jem. Jem is slowly moving. Moxie swings the kendo stick. The kendo stick hits Jem's back. Jem groans. Moxie continuously swings the kendo stick. The kendo stick continuously hitting Jem's body. Jem continuously groaning. Now Moxie got the momentum back, said announcer number 2. Moxie drops the kendo stick, picks Jem up, then throws her onto the ring. Jem stops rolling. Moxie climbs onto the ledge of the ring, walks towards the turnbuckle, then slowly climbs up it. Careful, Moxie. Remember your right leg, said announcer number 1. Moxie gets to the second turnbuckle. Jem stands up, then punches Moxie. Moxie groans. Jem climbs onto the second rope, then continuously punches Moxie. Moxie continuously groaning. Jem sets Moxie up for a suplex, then tries lifting her. Moxie blocks the suplex. Jem hits Moxie's back, sets her up for a suplex, then tries lifting her. Moxie blocks the suplex again, then punches Jem's right side. Jem groaning, then continuously punches Moxie. Moxie continuously groaning. Both Jem and Moxie continuously punch each other. They need to be careful, said announcer number 2. Both Jem and Moxie headbutt each other, groan. Then headbutt each other again. Jem falls onto the mat. Moxie falls through the bridged ladder. Dear Lord. Moxie just went through that bridged ladder, said announcer number 1. Jem is slowly moving. Slowly stands up, then sees Moxie laying through the ladder. Jem doesn't even know what to do, said announcer number 2. Jem rolls outside of the ring, picks Moxie up, then throws her into the ring. Moxie stops rolling. Jem slides into the ring, then hooks Moxie's legs. 1, 2. Moxie barely kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Oh my God. Moxie is still in this thing, asked announcer number 1. Jem stands up, picks Moxie up, lifts, then slams her onto the mat. Moxie groans. Jem points to the turnbuckle. Wait. I think Jem's thinking about doing Moxie's finisher, said announcer number 2. Jem goes through the middle rope, looks at the bell area, jumps off the ledge of the ring, then grabs a steel chair. Maybe she ain't thinking about it, said announcer number 1. Jem walks towards the ring, climbs onto the ledge of it, then goes up the turnbuckle. I really think she's gonna try doing Moxie's elbow drop, said announcer number 2. Jem gets to the top turnbuckle, balances herself onto the top rope, walks along it, jumps off, then goes for an elbow drop. Moxie moves. Jem's elbow goes into the steel chair, then she groans. Oh, that had to hurt Jem, said announcer number 1. Moxie stands up, grabs Jem's left leg, then locks in an ankle lock onto her. Jem is screaming. The ankle lock is locked in, said announcer number 2. Will Jem tap out? Asked announcer number 1. Jem continues screaming, then reaches for the ropes. Moxie tightens the submission. Jem rolls onto the mat. Moxie goes through the middle rope, lands onto her feet outside the ring, shakes her right leg, then looks at Jem. Jem is staring at Moxie, then starts crawling onto the mat. Moxie slides into the ring, stands, then grabs Jem's left leg. Jem rolls onto her back, then swings the steel chair. The steel chair hits Moxie's right shoulder. Moxie groans. Lets go of Jem's left leg, then turns around. Jem rolls Moxie up. Moxie shaking. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 1. Bell dings. Here's your winner and the new XX champion, Jem, said announcer number 3. Jem rolls outside of the ring. Moxie looks at Jem. Jem has done it. Jem has beaten Moxie, said announcer number 2. I can't believe it. Somehow Jem found a way to beat Moxie. Jem survived 3 rounds of matches, and in the end, became the new XX champion. Congratulations, Jem, said announcer number 1. Jem raises the title. Referee number 1 raises Jem's left arm. Moxie continues staring at Jem, then rolls outside of the ring. You need to give it to Moxie. She held that title for a long time, said announcer number 2. I'm not taking anything away from Moxie. She's one of the best champions that will ever exist, said announcer number 1. Ain't that the truth? Said announcer number 2. Well, folks, we now move to our tag team gauntlet match, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for 1 fall. Is the first round of the tag team gauntlet match, and is an over-the-top rope challenge. Introducing the challengers first, Pegasus and Snake, and their opponents, Smite and Deluge, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. All 4 men are attacking each other. The first team to throw their opponents over the top rope will advance to the next match, said announcer number 2. Smite is punching Snake. Snake is groaning, then knees smite stomach. Smite groans. Snake bounces Smite's head off the top turnbuckle. Smite groans. Pegasus bounces Deluge off of the ropes, then bends over. Deluge kicks Pegasus's chest. Pegasus groans, then stands up. Deluge jumps up, then does a hurricane rana onto Pegasus. Pegasus stands up next to the ropes. Deluge runs at Pegasus. Pegasus lifts Deluge over the top rope. Deluge lands onto the ledge of the ring, then shoulder blocks Pegasus's stomach. Pegasus groans. Deluge walks along the ledge of the ring, then climbs up the turnbuckle. Pegasus punches Deluge. Deluge groans. Pegasus climbs onto the second rope, then sets Deluge up for a suplex. Deluge punches Pegasus's right side. Pegasus groans. Deluge headbutts Pegasus. Pegasus falls onto the mat. Deluge climbs onto the top turnbuckle. Backwards, jumps off of it, then goes for a moonsault onto Pegasus. Pegasus moves. Deluge lands face first onto the mat, then he groans. "What a moonsault that was," said announcer number 1. Deluge stands up next to the ropes. Pegasus runs at Deluge, then clotheslines him over the top rope. Deluge lands onto the floor. "Deluge is gone," said announcer number 2. Pegasus turns around. Smite dropkicks Pegasus. Pegasus goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. "Pegasus has been eliminated," said announcer number 1. "We're down to a one-on-one. Which team will advance to the next match?" asked announcer number 2. Smite turns around. Snake pulls himself up with the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Smite runs at Snake. Snake lifts Smite over the top rope. Smite holds onto the top rope. "Smite's dangling," said announcer number 1. Smite pulls himself up onto the ledge of the ring. Snake goes to punch Smite. Smite shoulder blocks Snake's stomach. Snake groans. Smite walks along the ledge of the ring, then climbs up the turnbuckle. Snake looks at Smite, runs, then boots him. Smite groans. Falls off the second turnbuckle, then lands onto the ledge of the ring. "Oh, Smite was almost eliminated," said announcer number 2. Snake looks at Smite. Smite is slowly moving. Snake bounces off of ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then runs at Smite. Smite stands up. Snake boots Smite. Smite falls off the ledge of the ring, lands onto the floor, then he groans. "Beldings. Here's your winners, Pegasus and Snake," said announcer number 3. Pegasus slides into the ring. Music is playing. Both Slayer and Ursus are running down the ramp, then slide into the ring. "Beldings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is the second round of the tag team gauntlet match and is an over the top rope challenge. Introducing the challengers first, Pegasus and Snake, and their opponents, Slayer and Ursus. Beldings. All 4 men are attacking each other. Both Pegasus and Slayer are punching each other. Slayer knees Pegasus's stomach. Pegasus groans. Slayer goes to throw Pegasus over the top rope. Pegasus reverses it, then throws Slayer through the middle rope. Slayer lands onto the floor, then he groans. Slayer is still in this match. He only went through the middle rope, said announcer number 1. Pegasus turns around, then sees Ursus. Ursus is hitting Snake's back. Snake groans, then falls onto his knees. Pegasus runs, then hits Ursus's back. Ursus groans. Pegasus is punching Ursus. Ursus is groaning, then staggering backwards into the ropes. Pegasus bounces Ursus off of the ropes. Ursus reverses it. Pegasus bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the Ring. Ursus does a spinning side slam onto Pegasus. Pegasus groans. Ursus stands up. Snake punches. Ursus then whips him. Ursus reverses it. Snake bounces off of the ropes. Ursus does a spinning side slam onto Snake. Snake groans. Ursus has taken over, said announcer number 2. I have no idea how they'll eliminate Ursus, said announcer number 1. Ursus picks Pegasus up, then throws him over the top rope. Pegasus lands onto the ledge of the ring. Ursus turns around, then sees Snake moving. Snake pulls himself up with the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Ursus runs at Snake. Snake pulls down the top rope. Ursus goes over the top rope, then lands onto the ledge of the ring. Ursus is still in this, said announcer number 2. Snake stands up. Slayer slides into the ring, then continuously clotheslines Snake. Snake continuously groaning. Slayer lifts Snake, then slams him onto the mat. Snake groans. Slayer looks at Pegasus, then punches him. Pegasus is swaying on the ledge of the ring. Slayer turns around, sees Snake standing up, then goes to superkick him. Snake sidesteps Slayer. Ursus stands up onto the ledge of the ring. Slayer superkicks Ursus. Ursus groans, falls off the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor. Slayer accidentally eliminated his own partner, said announcer number 1. Ursus, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was aiming for Snake. I didn't mean to do that, said Slayer. Snake hits Slayer's back. Slayer groans, turns around, then knees Snake's stomach. Snake groans. Slayer bounces Snake off of the ropes. Snake reverses it. Slayer goes to hit Pegasus. Pegasus pulls down the top rope. Slayer goes over top rope, then lands onto the floor. Beldings. Here's your winners, Pegasus and Snake, said announce number 3. Both Pegasus and Snake survive again. And now they face the champions, said announcer number 2. Music is playing. Both Revenger and the Strangler run down the ramp, then slide into the ring. Beldings. This match is scheduled for one fall, is the last round of the tag team gauntlet match, and is a tornado tag match. Introducing the challengers first, Pegasus and Snake, and their opponents, they are the tag team champions, Revenger and the Strangler, said announce number 3. Beldings. All 4 men are attacking each other. Here we go with the last match for the tag team gauntlet, said announce number 1. Oh, I can't wait to find out who's gonna win, said announcer number 2. Revenger bounces Pegasus's head off the top turnbuckle. Pegasus groans. The Strangler elbows Snake in the corner. Snake groans. Hey Strangler. Strangler looks at Revenger. Whip him, said Revenger. Both Revenger and the Strangler whip both Pegasus and Snake. Both Pegasus and Snake collide into each other. That was smart by Revenger, said announcer number 1. Throw one out of the ring. We'll work on the other one, said Revenger. The Strangler picks Pegasus up, then throws him through the middle rope. Pegasus lands onto the floor, then he groans. Another smart idea. Work on one, while the other's outside the ring, said announcer number 2. That is very smart, said announcer number 1. Revenger is kicking Snake. Snake is groaning. Revenger picks Snake up, then places him against the ropes. Both Revenger and the Strangler bounce Snake off of the ropes, then do a double back elbow onto him. Snake groans. Revenger covers Snake. 1, 2. Snake kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. The Strangler picks Snake up, then whips him into the corner. Snake groans. The Strangler whips Ravanger. Ravanger runs at Snake. Snake boots Ravanger. Ravanger groans then walks away. The Strangler runs at Snake. Snake does a back elbow onto the Strangler. The Strangler staggers away. Snake jumps onto the second rope. Both Ravanger and the Strangler turn around. Snake jumps off the second rope then does a double clothesline onto both Ravanger and the Strangler. Both Ravanger and the Strangler are groaning. Nice double clothesline by Snake, said announce number 1. Snake covers Ravanger. 1, 2. Ravanger kicks out. 2. Snake covers the Strangler. 1, 2. The Strangler kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. Got to do more than that to keep the champions down, said announcer number 2. Pegasus slides into the ring then stands up. Come help me, said Snake. Both Pegasus and Snake bounce the Strangler off the ropes then do a double back elbow onto him. The Strangler groans. Ravanger is slowly moving. Snake kicks Ravanger. Ravanger groans. Snake picks Ravanger up, runs then throws him over the top rope. Ravanger lands onto the floor, then he groans. They're doing exactly what Ravanger and Strangler did, said announcer number 1. Pegasus picks the Strangler up. Snake kicks the Strangler's stomach. The Strangler groans. Snake runs, bounces off of the ropes, jumps up then does a Fameasser onto the Strangler. The Strangler groans. Snake covers the Strangler. 1, 2. The Strangler kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. Strangler just kicked out, said announcer number 2. Snake stands up. You finish him off, said Snake. Pegasus picks the Strangler up, lifts him onto his left shoulder then does a reverse vertical pile driver onto him. This has to be it, said announcer number 1. Ravanger climbs onto the ledge of the ring. Snake runs at Ravanger then knees his head. Ravanger falls onto the floor. Pegasus hooks the Strangler's left leg. 1, 2. The Strangler barely kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. Snake looks at Pegasus. You've got to be kidding me, said Snake. Yeah, I thought the same way. I thought Strangler was out, said announcer number 2. Do it again, said Snake. Pegasus picks the Strangler up then lifts him onto his right shoulder. Ravanger reaches into the ring, pulls onto Snake's legs then pulls him outside of it. Both Ravanger and Snake continuously punch each other. Pegasus turns around then sees both Ravanger and Snake punching each other. The Strangler wraps his legs around Pegasus's waist then locks in a dragon sleeper and quat. The strangling and quat is locked in, said announcer number 1. Pegasus needs to tap, said announcer number 2. Ravanger whips Snake. Snake reverses it. Ravanger goes into the barricade, then he groans. Snake looks inside of the ring, sees Pegasus in the dragon sleeper, runs towards the bell area then grabs a title. What is Snake doing? This ain't no disqualification, said announcer number 1. The Strangler tightens the submission. Snake slides into the ring, stands up, then swings the title. The title hits the Strangler. Hey, what are you doing? Ring the bell, said referee number 2. Bell dings. Here's your winners by disqualification. And still your tag team champions, Ravanger and the Strangler, said announcer number 3. Snake continuously hits the Strangler with the title. The Strangler continuously groaning. Ravanger slides into the ring then stands up. Snake looks at Ravanger then swings the title. The title hits Ravanger's head. Ravanger falls onto the mat. Snake is on a rampage, said Announcer number 2. And I don't know why he used the title in the first place. He could have stopped the submission Strangler had on Pegasus, said announcer number 1. Pegasus stands up, then taps Snake's shoulder. Snake turns around, then swings the title. The title hits Pegasus's head. Pegasus falls onto the mat, then groans. Snake looks around, drops the title, rolls outside of the ring, then walks up the ramp. Like you said, and quote, we still don't understand why he did that, and quote, said announcer number 2. Well, who knows why? Well, folk, we now turn our attention to the Transcontinental Gauntlet match, said announcer number 1. Beldings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is the first round of the Transcontinental Gauntlet match, and is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Introducing the challengers first, Prince Hellfire, and his opponent, he is the Transcontinental Champion, the Stalker, said announcer number 3. Beldings. The Stalker runs then jumps at Prince Hellfire. Prince Hellfire staggers into the corner. The Stalker continuously kicking Prince Hellfire. Prince Hellfire continuously groaning. Stalkers taking straight to Prince Hellfire, said announcer number 2. You have to try. Because if you don't, Prince Hellfire will just throw you around the ring instead, said announcer number 1. The Stalker whips Prince Hellfire. Prince Hellfire reverses it. The Stalker goes into the opposite corner then. He groans. Prince Hellfire runs at the Stalker. The Stalker boots Prince Hellfire. Prince Hellfire groans then walks away. The Stalker jumps onto the second rope. Prince Hellfire turns around. The Stalker jumps off the second rope then does a clothesline onto Prince Hellfire. Prince Hellfire falls onto the mat. The Stalker covers Prince Hellfire. 1. Prince Hellfire kicks out. 1, said referee number 3. Not even a 2 count, said announcer number 2. The Stalker stands up, then kicks Prince Hellfire. Prince Hellfire is groaning, then rolls outside of the ring. The Stalker goes through the middle ropes, then stands onto the ledge of the ring. Prince Hellfire stops walking, then turns around. The Stalker runs, then jumps off the ledge of the ring. Prince Hellfire does a throat thrust onto the Stalker. The Stalker falls onto the floor, then groans. What a throat thrust by Prince Hellfire, said announcer number 1. Prince Hellfire is kicking the Stalker. The Stalker is groaning. Prince Hellfire picks the Stalker up, then bounces his head off the steel stairs. The Stalker groans, then falls onto the floor. Prince Hellfire pulls off the top set of the steel stairs. Prince Hellfire has bad intentions, said announcer number 2. Prince Hellfire picks up the top set of the steel stairs. The Stalker stands up. Prince Hellfire swings the top set of the steel stairs. The top set of the steel stairs hits the Stalker. The Stalker groans, then falls onto the floor. Stalker could be out cold, said announcer number 1. Prince Hellfire drops the top set of the steel stairs, then covers the Stalker. 1, 2. The Stalker kicks out. 2, said referee number 3. Prince Hellfire stands up, picks the Stalker up, then lifts him onto his right shoulder. The Stalker is squirming, lands onto his feet behind Prince Hellfire, then pushes him into the ring post. Prince Hellfire groans, then falls onto the floor. Stalker just sent Prince Hellfire into the ring post. Maybe that could keep him down, said announcer number 2. Or maybe not, said announcer number 1. Prince Hellfire is slowly standing up. The Stalker grabs Prince Hellfire, then bounces his head off the barricade. Prince Hellfire groans, then walks away. Here they come this way, said announcer number 2. The stalker grabs Prince Hellfire's head, then bounces it off the announce table. Prince Hellfire groans. The stalker clears off the announce table. Here we go, said announcer number 1. Both announcer number 1 and announcer number 2 are moving. The stalker grabs Prince Hellfire, then throws him onto the announce table. Stalker might have an idea in mind, said announcer number 2. The stalker climbs onto the barricade, walks along it, jumps off, then goes for an elbow drop onto Prince Hellfire. Prince Hellfire moves. The stalker goes through the announce table. Stalker just went through the announce table, said announce number 1. Prince Hellfire looks at the stalker, walks, then covers him. 1, 2. The stalker kicks out. 2, said referee number 3. Stalker kicked out somehow, said announcer number 2. Prince Hellfire stands up, walks, then picks up the top set of the steel stairs. Prince Hellfire is gonna use the steel stairs again, said announcer number 1. The stalker slowly stands up. Prince Hellfire walks towards the stalker, then raises the top set of the steel stairs. The stalker dropkicks Prince Hellfire's left knee. Prince Hellfire falls onto the floor, then his head goes into the top set of the steel stairs. Oh man, what a way to reverse it, said announcer number 2. It's effective too, said announcer number 1. The stalker stands up, then picks up the top set of the steel stairs. Prince Hellfire is slowly standing up. The stalker swings the top set of the steel stairs. The top set of the steel stairs hits Prince Hellfire's head. Prince Hellfire falls onto the floor, then he groans. The stalker drops the top set of the steel stairs, then covers Prince Hellfire. 1, 2. Prince Hellfire kicks out. 2, said referee number 3. The stalker stands up, walks, then pulls up the padding off the floor. Oh, stalker might have found a way to take out Prince Hellfire, said announce number 2. The stalker walks towards Prince Hellfire, then grabs him. Prince Hellfire pushes the stalker into the ring post. The stalker groans. Stalker's back went into the ring post, said announce number 1. Prince Hellfire stands up, then kicks the stalker's head. The stalker groans. Prince Hellfire is not gonna let what stalker did go, said announcer number 2. Prince Hellfire picks the stalker up, then throws him into the barricade. The stalker groans. Prince Hellfire looks over, sees the concrete floor, then he smiles. Oh no! Prince Hellfire just took notice of the concrete floor being exposed, said announcer number 1. Prince Hellfire grabs the stalker, walks towards the exposed concrete floor, then grabs him by his throat. Prince Hellfire is gonna chokeslam stalker onto the concrete, said announce number 2. Prince Hellfire lifts the stalker. The stalker wraps his right arm around Prince Hellfire's head, then does a DDT onto the concrete floor. Prince Hellfire goes limp. Stalker just did a DDT onto the concrete. Prince Hellfire has to be out, said announcer number 1. The stalker rolls Prince Hellfire onto his back, then hooks his right leg. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 3. Bell dings. Here's your winner, the stalker, said announcer number 3. The stalker survives round 1, said announcer number 2. Yeah, and who's coming out next? Asked announcer number 1. Music is playing. Price runs down the ramp, then slides into the ring. The stalker climbs onto the ledge of the ring, then goes through the middle rope. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for 1 fall. Is the second round of the Transcontinental Gauntlet and is an Extreme Rules match. Introducing the challengers first, he is the Transcontinental Champion, the Stalker, and his opponent, Price, said announce number 3. Beldings. Price runs at the Stalker, then continuously clotheslines him. The Stalker continuously groaning, then standing up. Price lifts the Stalker, then slams him onto the mat. The Stalker groans. Price quickly covers the Stalker. 1, 2. The Stalker kicks out. 2. Said referee number 3. Price stands up, then continuously kicking the Stalker. The Stalker continuously groaning. Price rolls outside of the ring, grabs a steel chair, then smacks it against the barricade. Here comes the weapons, said announcer number 2. Price turns around. Prince Hellfire boots Price. Price falls onto the floor, then he groans. Oh man, Price just got booted by Prince Hellfire, said announce number 1. Prince Hellfire grabs the steel chair, looks at the Stalker, then slides into the ring. What is he even still doing out here? Asked announcer number 2. Prince Hellfire sets up the steel chair. The Stalker slowly stands up, then turns around. Prince Hellfire grabs the Stalker by his throat, lifts him up, then chokeslams him onto the open chair. The Stalker groans. Prince Hellfire just chokeslammed Stalker through that open chair, said announcer number 1. Prince Hellfire goes through the middle rope, then walks up the ramp. Price slowly stands up outside of the ring, looks at the Stalker laying in the middle of it, quickly slides inside it, then hooks both of the Stalker's leg. 1, 2. The Stalker barely kicks out. 2. Said referee number 3. How'd Stalker kick out? Asked announcer number 2. Price stands up, then waves at the Stalker. The Stalker is slowly moving, then collapses onto the mat. Stalker can't even get up, said announcer number 1. Price continues looking at the Stalker. The Stalker is slowly moving, then kneels on the mat. Price runs at the Stalker from behind, then does a jumping leg lariat onto him. The Stalker's head goes into the mat. Price rolls the Stalker onto his back, then hooks both of his legs. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 3. Beldings. Here's your winner, Price, said announcer number 3. That means we're gonna have ourselves a new Transcontinental Champion, said announcer number 2. Price stands up, then jumps around the ring. I pinned the champion. I pinned the champion, said Price. Music is playing. Suave runs down the ramp, then slides into the ring, then stands up. Beldings. This match is scheduled for 1 fall. Is the 3rd round of the Transcontinental Gauntlet, and is a ladder match. Introducing the challengers first, Price and his opponent, Suave, said announcer number 3. Beldings. Price goes through the middle rope, then grabs a ladder. Suave bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, runs, then does a suicide dive onto Price. Price goes into the barricade, then he groans. Suave just sent Price right into the barricade, said announcer number 1. Suave picks up the ladder, then slides it into the ring. Suave brings in the first ladder of the match, said announcer number 2. Suave climbs onto the ledge of the ring, then starts to go through the middle rope. Price grabs Suave's right leg. Suave is struggling, then tries pushing Price. Price hangs Suave's right leg off the middle rope. Suave groans, then falls onto the mat. Nice idea by Price, said announcer number 1. Price slides into the ring, then continuously kicking Suave. Suave continuously groaning. Price grabs Suave's left leg, then pulls him towards the ladder. Price has an idea, said announcer number 2. Price opens the ladder. places Suave's left leg, then swings it close. The ladder hits Suave's left leg. Suave groans, then holds his left leg. Price opens the ladder, then swings it again. The ladder hits Suave's left leg again. Suave groans, then holds his left leg again. This is really smart by Price. Take out Suave's leg. He can't climb, said announcer number 1. Price picks up the ladder, then places it into the corner. Price must have another idea, said announcer number 2. Price picks Suave up, then whips him. Suave goes into the ladder in the corner, falls onto the mat, then he groans. Price is standing next to the ladder in the corner, then throws it onto Suave. Suave groans. Price rolls outside of the ring, grabs another ladder, then slides it into the ring. Here comes another ladder, said announcer number 1. Price stands up, picks the ladder up, then sets it up in the middle of the ring. Price is gonna grab the title, said announcer number 2. Price starts climbing up the ladder, gets to the top of it, then reaches for the title. Price is gonna do it, said announcer number 1. Wait, look, said announcer number 2. Suave stands up, picks up the first ladder, then throws it. The first ladder hits Price. Price groans, then falls off the ladder. Suave saved the match. He has a chance, said announcer number 2. Price slowly stands up. Suave runs at Price. The top of the ladder hits Price's face. Price groans, falls through the middle rope, then lands onto the floor. Price is outside. And now Suave could try to climb the ladder, said announcer number 1. Suave leans the ladder against the ropes, limps, then starts climbing up it. Suave is gonna do it, said announcer number 2. Suave slowly climbs up the ladder. Price stands up outside of the ring, sees Suave climbing up the ladder, climbs onto the ledge of the ring, then pushes the leaning ladder. The ladder goes into the set ladder. The set-up ladder gets pushed. Suave gets hung up onto the top rope. Oh man, Suave just got hung up. But it was also smart of Price to push the ladder, said announcer number 1. Price goes through the middle rope, sets up the ladder, then picks up the second one. Suave pulls himself up with the ropes. Price sticks the ladder through the set-up ladder. The ladder hits Suave. Suave groans. Price smiles, then raises his arm. Don't celebrate too early, said announcer number 2. Suave grabs the opposite end of the ladder, then moves it left. The bottom end of the ladder hits Price's face. Price groans, then rolls next to the ropes. That had to hurt Price, said announcer number 1. Suave stands up, then punches Price. Price groaning. Suave picks Price up, then throws him through the middle rope. Price lands onto his feet outside of the ring. Suave bounces off the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, limps, then goes for a suicide dive. Price moves. Suave lands onto the floor, then he groans. Price moved out of the way and Suave landed onto the floor, said announcer number 2. Price is leaning against the ring, wipes his bloody nose, then picks up the ladder. Here comes another ladder, said announcer number 1. Suave stands up. Price throws the ladder at Suave. The ladder hits Suave's head. Suave falls onto the floor, then groans. Man, Price just threw that. And probably didn't care where it landed either, said announcer number 2. Price slides into the ring, stands up, grabs the ladder inside, sets it up, then bridges it. Price just bridged the ladder, said announcer number 1. Price climbs up the opposite side of the ladder. Price is gonna advance, said announcer number 2. Suave leans the ladder against the bridge ladder, then walks away. Suave, you don't have time, said announcer number 1. Suave runs up the ladder, climbs onto the bridged ladder, walks across, then gets onto the setup ladder. "Oh my God, that was awesome," said announcer number 2. Both Price and Suave appear on top of the ladder, then start punching each other. "Only one could win," said announcer number 1. Suave reaches for the title. Price punches Suave, then bounces his head off the top of the ladder. Suave groans. Price reaches for the title. Suave punches Price's left side. Price groans. Suave sets Price up for a suplex. "No, we've already seen a suplex off the ladder." "Don't do this, Suave," said announcer number 2. Suave tries lifting Price. Price blocks the suplex. Suave tires lifting Price again. Price blocks the suplex again. "Price is blocking the suplex," said announcer number 1. Price is punching Suave's left side. Suave is groaning. Price lifts Suave, then throws him to the left side of the ladder. Suave hits his head off of the bridged ladder. "Oh, Suave might have been knocked out," said announcer number 2. Price looks up at the title, then reaches for it. "Is this Price's time?" asked announcer number 1. Price unhooks the title. "Bell dings. Here's your winner, Price," said announcer number 3. "Price survives another match," said announcer number 2. "Yeah, but he has one more to go through," said announcer number 1. Music is playing. The Hallowed runs down the ramp, slides into the ring, then stands up. Price climbs down the ladder. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is the last round of the Transcontinental Gauntlet, and is inside the demonic cell. Introducing the challengers first, Price and his opponent, the Hallowed, said announce number 3. Bell dings. Price wipes his bloody nose, looks at the Hallowed, then runs at him. The Hallowed superkicks Price. Price groans, then lays onto the mat. The Hallowed is looking at Price, picks him up, then whips him. Price bounces off of the ropes. The Hallowed lifts Price up, catches him onto his shoulders, then does a Samoan drop onto him. Price groans. The Hallowed stands up, goes through the middle rope, jumps onto the floor, picks up the ring skirt, then pulls out a steel chair. A chair, said announcer number 2. The Hallowed walks up the steel stairs, climbs up the turnbuckle, then gets to the top of it. Here comes a body splash, said announcer number 1. The Hallowed places the chair over his body, jumps off the top turnbuckle, then goes for a body splash onto Price. Price moves. The Hallowed lands face first onto the mat, then he groans. Price moved, said announcer number 2. The Hallowed slowly stands up. Price runs at the Hallowed, then does a jumping leg lariat onto him. And quat. Pay the Price connects. Price will be a 2-time Transcontinental Champion, said announce number 1. Price covers the Hallowed. 1, 2. The Hallowed kicks out. 2, said referee number 3. Hallowed kicked out, said announcer number 2. Price stands up, grabs the steel chair, then smacks it against the mat. Price is gonna become a champion right now. Hallowed is gonna be knocked out after this, said announce number 1. The Hallowed stands up. Price swings the chair. The Hallowed ducks. Price turns around. The Hallowed superkicks the steel chair. The steel chair goes into Price. Price groans, then falls onto the mat. The Hallowed picks up the steel chair, goes through the middle rope, climbs up the turnbuckle, then gets to the top of it. Hallowed's gonna do it, said announcer number 2. The Hallowed looks down at Price, holds the steel chair over his body, jumps off the top turnbuckle, then does a body splash onto Price. Both Price and the Hallowed are groaning. The body splash connects, said announcer number 1. The hallowed crawls towards Price, then covers him. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 3. Bell dings. Here's your winner and the new transcontinental champion, the Hallowed, said announce number 3. The Hallowed rolls outside of the ring. The cell door opens. The Hallowed walks out of the cell door. Referee number 2 hands the title to the Hallowed. The Hallowed grabs the title, falls onto his knees, then holds it to his chest. After everything he's been through, with Puppeteer and all the other people that were in his way, Hallowed is now our transcontinental champion, said announce number 2. Congratulations to the Hallowed. He definitely deserves this, said announcer number 1. He sure does, said announcer number 2. Well, folks, we've made it to our main events, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall, is the first round of the Global Gauntlet match, and is a last man standing match. Introducing the challenger's first Predator, and his opponent, the Pursuer, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. The Pursuer walks towards Predator. Predator kicks the Pursuer's stomach. The Pursuer groans. Predator bounces the Pursuer's head off the top turnbuckle. The Pursuer groans. Predator chops the Pursuer's chest. The Pursuer groans, then walks along the ropes. Predator approaches the Pursuer. The Pursuer kicks Predator's stomach, then chops his chest. Predator groans, then leans against the ropes. The Pursuer bounces Predator off of the ropes, then goes to punch him. Predator ducks, runs, then bounces off of the ropes again. The Pursuer turns around. Predator does a corkscrew elbow onto the Pursuer. The Pursuer groans. Nice corkscrew elbow by Predator, said announcer number 2. The Pursuer stands up next to the ropes. Predator runs at the Pursuer, then clotheslines him over the top rope. The Pursuer lands onto the floor, then he goes into the barricade. Predator goes through the middle rope, picks the Pursuer up, then punches him. The Pursuer falls onto his left knee. Predator grabs the Pursuer's left arm, then whips him. The Pursuer reverses it. Predator goes into the barricade, then he groans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, said referee number 4. Predator stands up. Predator breaks the first count of the match, said announcer number 1. The Pursuer approaches Predator, grabs his head, then bounces it off the announce table. Predator groans. The Pursuer clears off the announce table. Here we go again. The second table of the night is being cleared off, said announcer number 2. The Pursuer grabs Predator, then sets up for a suplex. I think Pursuer's gonna suplex Predator through our table, said announcer number 1. The Pursuer tries lifting Predator. Predator blocks the suplex. The Pursuer tries lifting Predator again. Predator blocks the suplex again, lifts the Pursuer, then face plants him onto the announce table. The Pursuer groans. Count, said Predator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, said referee number 4. The Pursuer rolls off the announce table, stands up onto his feet, walks, then falls onto his knees. Predator approaches the Pursuer, then kicks him. The Pursuer groans. Predator walks away, then grabs a steel chair. Here comes the weapons now, said announcer number 2. Predator walks towards the Pursuer, then raises the steel chair. The Pursuer kicks Predator's stomach. Predator groans, then drops the steel chair. The Pursuer picks up the steel chair, then swings it. The steel chair hits Predator's back. Predator groans, then falls onto his knees. The Pursuer swings the steel chair again. The steel chair hits predator's back again. Predator groans, then lays onto the floor. The pursuer swings the steel chair a third time. The steel chair hits predator's back again. Predator is groaning. 3 chair shots to predator's back. That could do it, said announcer number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Predator is slow moving. 7, 8, said referee number 4. Predator pulls himself up, then leans against the barricade. Predator made it to his feet again, said announcer number 2. The pursuer approaches predator. Predator kicks the pursuer's stomach. The pursuer groans, then drops the steel chair. Predator grabs the pursuer from behind, runs, then throws him into the ring post. The pursuer's right shoulder goes into the ring post. He groans, then holds it. Pursuer's shoulder went right into the ring post, said announcer number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, said referee number 4. Predator grabs the steel chair, walks towards the pursuer, then continuously swings it. The steel chair continuously hits the pursuer's back and sides. Predator is getting angry now, said announcer number 2. Predator drops the steel chair, picks the pursuer up, sets him up for a back suplex, lifts him, then runs towards the ring post. The pursuer goes into the ring post, then sits onto the ledge of the ring. Predator walks towards the steel chair, picks it up, then walks towards the pursuer. What does Predator have in store here? Asked announcer number 1. Predator is holding the steel chair against the pursuer's back, grabs his shoulders, jumps up, then does a backstabber onto him. The pursuer groans, then lays onto the floor. Oh man, that looked like a bad backstabber, said announcer number 2. I'll be surprised if pursuer makes it to his feet, said announcer number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, said referee number 4. The pursuer stands up next to the barricade. Pursuer made it back to his feet, said announcer number 2. Predator swings the steel chair. The steel chair hits the pursuer's back. The pursuer groans, then walks away. Predator follows the pursuer, then swings the steel chair again. The steel chair hits the pursuer's back again. The pursuer groans, then falls onto the floor. Predator goes to the swing steel chair, stops, then looks up onto the stage. What is Predator looking at? Asked announcer number 1. Predator drops the steel chair, grabs the pursuer, then walks up the ramp. Both men are heading up onto the stage, said announcer number 2. Predator kicks the pursuer's stomach. The pursuer groans. Predator sets the pursuer up for a powerbomb. He's gonna powerbomb pursuer off the stage, said announcer number 1. Predator lifts the pursuer, then runs. The pursuer lands onto his feet behind Predator. Predator stops next to the ledge of the stage, then turns around. The pursuer kicks Predator's stomach. Predator groans. The pursuer sets Predator up for a DDT. Here it comes, said announcer number 2. No, don't do it, pursuer, said announcer number 1. The pursuer does an impaler DDT off of the stage. Both Predator and the pursuer go through the setup tables. Oh my God, said announcer number 2. Referees and the paramedics appear next to both Predator and the pursuer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think either are gonna get up after that, said announcer number 1. 6, 7, 8. Predator is slowly moving, then stands up. 9, 10. Ring the bell, said referee number 4. Bell dings. Here's your winner, Predator, said announcer number 3. Predator survives the last man standing match, said announcer number 2. Predator is walking, then gets to the ramp. Music is playing. Pain appears running down the ramp, stops, grabs Predator, pulls him onto the ramp, runs, then throws him into the ring. Predator stops rolling. Pain slides into the ring, then stands up. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is the second round of the Global Gauntlet match, and is an Extreme Rules match. Introducing the challengers first, Predator and his opponent Pain, said announce number 3. Bell dings. Pain runs towards Predator, picks him up, sets him up, then does a double arm DDT onto him. This could be it, said announcer number 1. Pain rolls Predator onto his back, then covers him. 1, 2. Predator barely kicks out. 2, said referee number 4. Pain looks at referee number 4. What? Are you kidding me? How'd he kick out? How? Asked Pain. It was a 2 count. Pain. 1, 2, said referee number 4. Pain almost had it there, said announcer number 2. Pain stands up, walks towards Predator, then grabs him. Predator wraps his arms around Pain, then rolls him up. 1, 2. Pain kicks out. 2, said referee number 4. Both Pain and Predator stand up. Pain clotheslines Predator hard. Predator groans, then falls onto the mat. What a clothesline, said announcer number 1. Pain rolls outside of the ring, walks towards the bell area, grabs a steel chair, bangs his hand onto it, then smiles. This'll work, said Pain, walking towards the ring, slides inside it, then stands up. Predator is slowly moving. Pain places the steel chair onto the mat, walks towards Predator, then picks him up. Predator's ducks underneath Pain's right arm, grabs his shoulders, jumps up, then goes for a backstabber onto him. Pain holds onto the ropes. Predator lands onto the mat, then he groans. Oh, that had to hurt. Predator, said announcer number 2. Pain turns around, grabs Predator's head, picks him up, sets him up, then does a double arm DDT onto the steel chair. Predator groans, then goes limp. Pain rolls Predator onto his back, then hooks both of his legs. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 4. Bell dings. Here's your winner, Pain, said announce number 3. Pain wins and will now face Pincher, said announcer number 1. Music is playing. Pincher runs down the ramp, slides into the ring, then stands up. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is the last round of the Global Gauntlet match, and is an over-the-top challenge. Introducing the challengers first, Pain and his opponent. He is the global champion, Pincher, said announce number 3. Both Pain and Pincher are looking at each other. Pain runs at Pincher. Pincher superkicks Pain. Pain groans, then lays onto the mat. Pincher smiles. All Pincher has to do is throw him over the top rope, then he retains his title, said announcer number 2. Pincher picks Pain up, then points at the ropes. The crowd is cheering. Do it, Pincher. Stop wasting time, said announcer number 1. Pincher runs towards the ropes, then goes to throw Pain over the top rope. Pain reverses it, then throws Pincher over the top rope. Pincher lands onto the floor. Bell dings. Here's your winner and the new global champion, Pain, said announcer number 3. Pain did it. He finally beat Pincher, said announce number 2. Referee number 4 hands the title to Pain. Pain grabs the title, then raises it. Pain finally did it. He became the champion. After all his battles with Pincher, It took him until this moment to finally beat him, said announcer number 1. Payne is kneeling in the middle of the ring. Pincher appears behind Payne. Payne turns around then looks at Pincher. Pincher holds out his right hand. Congratulations, man. You deserve this. You beat me fair and square, said Pincher. Payne shakes Pincher's hand. Thank you, said Payne. Pincher goes through the middle rope. This was awesome, said announcer number 2. Well, what a way to end this pay-per-view. And with 3 new champions, I couldn't have asked for a better pay-per-view, said announcer number 1. I can't believe the champions we've crowned, said announcer number 2. Well, folks, we want to thank you for watching. Be safe out there and good night, said announcer number 1. Bye-bye, said announcer number 2, waving. The crowd is cheering. The end.